Hi, my name is Millie and this is my video essay. In this essay, I will be using Moon's model of critical reflection to evaluate my work across the module. During this module, I produced 2 videos, one individually and one in a group project. In the first half of the video, I will be analysing the viral performance of these 2 videos. In addition, I will apply viral media theory by looking into how different uses of bottom-up and top-down strategies may have had an effect on levels of virality in each video. In the second half of the video, I will critically reflect upon my experience of teamwork and leadership throughout the module. In this section, I will discuss how my team worked well according to Lencioni's 5 functions of a team. As well as this, I will talk about the types of leadership that were demonstrated during the group project and how the application of them helped or hindered us in achieving our team goals. My first project was a digital marketing video that took viewers on a walking tour of Windsor, giving them several historical and fun places to visit during pandemic restrictions. I feel that virality was achieved well within this project, as the statistics show a distinctive sigmoid curve, a pattern that is found in most viral videos. When I first started this module, I thought a video was only called viral when it had hit millions of views and had been shared millions of times. However, I am now aware of the true meaning of virality, and I can identify that my video can be considered as a viral video despite only hitting 4,000 views. My video followed the viral life cycle that Nairn and Hemsley discuss. It had a short growth phase, a large peak, and then began to decay with very small amounts of revival after 2 weeks of it being uploaded. I believe this video achieved virality for 2 reasons. Firstly, by employing certain contagious characteristics, and secondly, through successful promotion. When planning this video and writing the script for it, I asked myself, how can I make this video as engaging as possible? Then, from my knowledge of viral media theory, I remembered that Burge's contagious characteristics are an integral framework for successful viral videos, so I employed them. I followed the STEPS framework and embedded social currency, emotion, and practical value into my video. The contagious characteristic of social currency was the most important reason my video gained virality, as it really connected with my target audience. My video made Windsor look remarkable on the grounds of historical information and destination image, therefore making people feel lucky to live there and also making them want to show it off. This was further proven through the comments. As Goffman describes, this video of Windsor would make the front stage version of them look good. The contagious characteristics of emotion and practical value also contributed towards the virality. This video was very appropriate and practical for the time in which it was produced, as walking was one of the main activities people did during pandemic restrictions. Therefore, this video was valuable to people. In addition, we were living in a very emotional and tough time with many restrictions being in place, and by simply highlighting at the beginning of the video that we are all living in tougher times, people could find a sense of universal resonance. I successfully promoted this video by advertising in the correct places to my target audience. The video was aimed at not only current Windsor residents but also ex-residents, so I joined the biggest local Facebook groups for Windsor. I luckily had a strong tie to the lady who runs the Windsor People Facebook page. With 12,000 members, this was a prime place to advertise my video. Applying Katz and Lazarfield's 2-step flow model, I asked the admin if she could promote my video on the page. As she appears as an admin, people would find her a trustworthy source of information and would trust her recommendations. Petrescu emphasises the importance of strong ties in promotional strategy. I also advertised my video on Nextdoor, an app used by locals to discuss the town they live in. I felt that this was the perfect place to reach my target audience, and luckily it was. I received a lot of engagement and positive feedback from advertising there. I believe that the main reason for the promotional success of this video was due to my creation of what Nairn and Hemsley would call interest networks. By advertising on these specific social media platforms, I engaged directly with my target audience. The interest network grew as more people from my target audience shared the post to other people who would be interested in the content. Our group video unfortunately wasn't as successful in terms of virality. Whilst the video had a short peak in terms of viewing statistics, this was very short-lived, meaning the video reached around 257 views. There was also no evidence of revival. In addition to this, the video didn't receive many shares. In our group video, we engaged with contagious characteristics such as social currency and emotion. I believe we successfully applied these characteristics within the video, but as our promotional strategies were poor, the video wasn't viewed enough, and so the contagious characteristics weren't engaged with to a great extent. We focused on social currency by discussing feminism on Instagram as a movement for positive change. People would want to share the video as it would show them in a good light due to the fact they are supporting a positive movement. Furthermore, the video was full of enthusiasm and radiated a positive message of loving your body, leaving the viewer feeling uplifted and inspired. This shows successful engagement with the contagious characteristic of emotion. However, the video lacked in successful promotion. Our promotional strategies were well planned, but we lacked in connecting with any influencers and didn't create any interest networks due to promoting the video in the wrong places. We could have been more successful in our promotion if we hadn't been so ambitious with the influencers we chose to advertise the video to. We had an aim of contacting influential figures in the body positivity movement, such as Lizzo and Sienna Mae Gomez. However, both figures had millions of followers, meaning it was very unlikely they would have noticed our attempted contact. As a result of not engaging with any influential figures, we weren't able to use the two-step flow model. In addition, we didn't advertise our video in the correct place. We simply posted the video to social media sites such as LinkedIn, Facebook and TikTok, but didn't make an attempt to join any specific groups. If we had advertised the video in a body positivity or feminist Facebook group, we may have found people interested in the video topic, which would have increased shares due to a resultant interest network. Due to the positive reception of my first video, I aim to produce more videos on walks to do in Windsor. I'll be sure to focus on successfully promoting my videos in the future, as I am now aware of how crucial this is to the process of virality. I'm glad that I have made this discovery now, as it will be useful when I am producing and promoting more digital marketing videos. Our team worked extremely well together during our video project, and we all contributed to the creation of a video that we are very proud of. According to Piernan and Rassi, one of the main drivers of good teamwork is supporting and motivating one another. The support and motivation that came from our group was immense, meaning that we had a positive attitude towards the work right up until submission. I believe that this positive attitude and support helped our progress massively, which in turn informs me of the importance of the forming stage in Tuckman's group stages model. This experience has taught me that the relationship that you build with your team in the beginning has a direct effect on how good your project will be. We used Lencioni's 5 dysfunctions of a team as guidance for how not to act, and were conscious of this model during our team meetings. The use of this model enabled us to function effectively throughout the project and produce work that we all believed was completed to an excellent standard. Our team displayed all 5 functions in a positive manner, turning the dysfunctions into functions. In our first meeting, we were all very open about our strengths and weaknesses after completing the individual skills audit. This allowed us to evaluate where we can seek help if our skills are lacking in a certain area during the project, and it also allowed us to assess our strengths and weaknesses as a collective unit. This enabled us to establish a sense of trust within the group, which is at the base of Lencioni's pyramid. Whilst all team members were respectful towards each other's ideas, we also provided each other with constructive criticism. Each team member was aware of the fact that this criticism was beneficial for the project, as we want to achieve the best grade we possibly can. Therefore, we needed to constantly evaluate the pros and cons of each idea that was presented. In addition to this, we constantly reminded each other of our extrinsic motivations for committing to this project. Each week, if someone was struggling to find motivation, one person would always remind them that this is the final push to getting our degree. Furthermore, the knowledge that our effort was being monitored served as an additional motivation to complete all work to the best of our ability and maintain commitment to the project. Other extrinsic motivations, such as achieving a good grade, also helped to keep us accountable for the work we contributed to the project, along with respect for other team members and their drive to succeed. Lencioni's model allowed us to acknowledge common problems within a team and avoid them at all costs. We used the model as a reflective tool to refer back to in order to ensure our team were functioning effectively throughout the project. Our team also displayed signs of effective leadership. I always believed that leadership was something people either had or didn't have. However, this module, and specifically the work of Northouse, helped me to understand that leadership is a skill that can develop over time. When looking at Goleman's 6 styles of leadership, I can identify that most team members displayed a combination of every style on most occasions. Goleman believes that the best leaders are people who can master several different styles of leadership and apply these styles at different times. I can agree that the most effective team members did exactly this. In displaying strong leadership skills, we were able to effectively complete tasks and support each other in the most proactive manner. Where some team members weren't as confident in demonstrating direct leadership styles, such as being coercive and pace setting, they instead showed strength in affiliative and participative styles, which allowed for a good balance in the group leadership dynamic. The main thing that I have learned from this project is how conflict can sometimes be constructive. In the past, when put in a teamwork situation, I would never have criticised someone's ideas in the fear of coming across rude. However, I am now aware that fear of conflict is in fact a dysfunction in teamwork. So, in the future, if I ever have to criticise an idea, I have newfound skills on how to approach that situation in an appropriate manner. These team working skills will be very useful in the career I want to pursue involving data analytics, as the company I would ideally like to work for place a high value on effective teamwork.